We're going to start by laying down onto the mat, getting ourselves nice and comfortable, wiggling the body, and just let yourself melt into the mat. Not worried about anything else but the breath. We are going to be doing modified all levels, so if you have blocks or a strap, that will be helpful. If you don't have any blocks, you can use 2 books that are about the same width, a long sock or a scarf, towel, whatever works for you, or do it without. And then settle yourself into Savasana. Connecting with the breath. Becoming aware of how you're breathing. Feeling the rise and the fall of the belly. You just breathe into that. Placing both hands onto the lower belly and breathe into the palms. Gently breathing deep as you fill up the stomach, bringing into the side ribs, into the lungs. Release from the lungs, the side ribs, and the stomach. That natural breath moving through the body, feeling the waves. Start to concentrate on that breath. Counting to 5 in your head as you breathe in. Making the exhale even. Concentrating up for a little bit. Leaving one hand on the lower belly and placing the other one onto the belly button, and breathe into the palms, relaxing those arms. Taking the hand from the lower belly and place it on the solar plexus, right above the belly button and below the ribs. Taking the hand from the belly button, place it on the heart center and breathe into the palms. Keeping yourself relaxed. Always connecting with the breath. Taking the hand from the solar plexus and placing it on the throat center, relaxing the arms, and breathe deeply, nice and gentle. Every movement that you make, connect with that breath. Feel it and sense it through the skin, the pores. Taking the hand from the heart center, place it on the forehead. Relax that arm. And breathe. And the hand from the throat, place it onto the crown. Relaxing those arms. Nice deep breaths. Place both hands onto the eyes, taking the heels of the palms onto the sides and surrendering to the darkness. Continuing to breathe deep and connect. Every move you make, sense it through the skin, visualize it in the mind, and become aware of the stretch, the lines of energy. Where is it coming from with each pose? And breathe. Cross those arms over the chest. Bend one knee at a time. Slowly lifting up those knees as you take the feet to the outside of the mat and the knees fall together. Visualize yourself. Breathe. Where are those lines of energy coming out of the arms, the legs, down the spine? Inhale, reach and stretch. Bring those arms up alongside the head. Start to straighten those arms and straighten the legs. Reach, stretch with that inhale, and on the exhale, relax the shoulders and the legs. Inhale, reach and stretch. And exhale, relax. Nice and slow, bringing one arm at a time, bending one leg at a time. Hands by the hips, adjust the back. Take the right leg and bend it so it goes towards the left, and the left leg goes to the outside, like windshield wipers, swaying back and forth as those legs are bent. Nice and slow. That left leg goes down and crosses the midline, and reverse. It goes back to its spot, and then the right follows. Doing this at your own pace, connecting with that breath, seeing the movements. Where is that stretch coming from? What are we opening up? Even though those are the muscles that we're using at the time, become aware of the other muscles within the body. What else are they doing? They shouldn't just be there. They should be engaged in being part of the pose. See yourself here. Nice and slow, and bring yourself to center. Keep those feet out to the side of the mat and bring those knees back together. And cross those arms again over the chest. And breathe into that. Inhale, reach and stretch, circle, and then bend the knees and bring them in, rocking from side to side. Feel that back as you massage, as you rock back and forth. Reach and center yourself. Grab those shins. Bring the head up into a bow. Relax the shoulders. And bring it down. Bend those knees. Open up the arms. Bring one foot down at a time. And then bring the other one down. Keep that stomach in as you go back and forth. Bring yourself back to center and nice and slow, roll up into a ball. Bring those feet down. Open up the arms and bring one knee up. As you bring the other foot down, bring the other knee up. Keep that stomach in and switching back and forth. Engage the stomach. See the movement. Where is it coming from? Feel it. Be it. Breathe it. Just opening up the hips, working the stomach. Open and firing ourselves up. Bring yourselves back to center. Reach and stretch again. Circle up into a ball. And back to center. Start to bend, keep those feet down, straighten the left leg. Adjust the back so it feels straight. Make sure that that back is flat on the mat. Inhale and exhale, lift up that left leg. Stop right at the hip and push out with that heel. Bring it down. And lift it again. And bring it down. Inhale. And then exhale. Staying here. Grab the strap. If you don't have a strap, staying just like this. If you do, bend that knee, bring it behind the foot, and then stretch again. Bring those arms to the back. Grab comfortable onto that strap, pushing that heel out. Breathing. Adjusting your chin so the nose points up towards the ceiling of the chin. Flexing that foot. Bend that knee and bring that knee in. Relaxing the hand, that strap. Just using it. It's not really doing anything right now as we bring that knee in. But inhale, then exhale, and then straighten that leg again as you engage that strap. If you don't have a strap, that's fine. Just staying right out of that hip. Keeping that foot flexed. And slowly release the strap as you bring that leg down. Hands by the hips. Bend the left to meet the right. And then straighten that right leg. Feeling the body, becoming aware of how you are. And your posture, bringing that leg up. Right out of the hip. And release down with the breath. Inhaling up. And down. Inhaling up. Grab your strap. Place. And extend. Push that heel out. Adjust your chin. Breathing. Just adjusting so you can bend that knee and bring it in. The strap is just there for now. Pushing that heel away, adjusting your chin, and then straightening that leg, and then engaging the strap. And release the strap as you bring your leg down. And bend. Release. Hands by the hips. Go back to the windshield wipers. Right leg first is across the midline. Going back and forth as we warm up our hips. Bringing ourselves back to center. You bring the heels close to the buttocks. And start to open up the sacrum. Inhale, and then exhale, flatten that back. And then on the inhale, arch the back. Doing this at your own pace. And flatten on the exhale. Inhale, arch. And flatten. And arch with the inhale. And exhale, flatten. This time bring yourself into a gentle bridge. Grabbing the block if you like and keep it on the flat part. And just lay your sacrum right down onto that and release into that. Breathing. Just feel the slight rise of those hips. You opening up with the pelvis. Nice and slow lift up as you tuck the pelvis in. Release. And slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Again, rock yourself from side to side as you bend those knees and bring them back into the chest. Inhale. And exhale, bring that left leg down, the left foot. Flex that right. And bring your knee up. Relax the shoulders. release yourself down. Straighten the leg. Out of the hip. And bring it down. Inhale. And exhale, bring that left leg in. And bend. Roll up to a ball. And release yourself down and extend. And back to the mat. Other side again. Bring that knee in. Flex that foot. And roll. And release down. Extend and add to this. Lift up again. And bend. If you have your strap, grab the strap. And straighten. Lift up. And this time, grab. And reach up. Keeping that neck long. Lifting up that heart. And breathing. Bend. And release. Keep the strap close by. Inhale, other side. Become aware of the off balance before you go into that. Bring that left leg in. Adjust. Bring it in and then lift up the head. And bring it down. Extend the leg. And lift. And down. And bend. Grab your strap. Extend. And walk up that strap. Nice and long. Extending now that spine. Flexing that foot. Relax the shoulders. And bend. And release. Bend those knees. Rock from side to side again. Nice and slow. Center yourself. Circle around. Reach up. Reach with those arms and roll into a ball. And center. Cross those legs. Bring yourself over to the left. If you need to use a block to rest on, then do so, or bringing it down. Twisting the head and the arm opposite of the legs. Your legs are to the left, your arms are and head to the right. Head to center, knees to center. Nice and slow and switching. Crossing. And letting it fall to the right. Head and arm to the left. Breathing. Head to center. Knees to center. Bring it back in. Rock yourself from side to side. Reach and stretch. And circle around, rolling back into a bow. Start to rock and roll. And bring yourself up. Adjusting onto the mat. Using a block nearby if you need to, or two. Keeping them close. Actually bring them by your sides. Inhale. Right leg in front, or pay attention to what leg is in front. Level out your knees. Elongate the spine, lifting up the heart. Inhale. And exhale, nice and gentle. Push against the blocks and lift yourself up. Even if you're just pushing against the blocks and just engaging your stomach and barely lifting, that's completely fine. Inhale, up with those arms. Exhale, twist to the right. Bringing that right hand behind you, lift up with that heart, down with the shoulder blade. And reach up. And bring yourself forward. If you need to use a block for support, or stack fist upon fist, or just leave them in whatever comfortable. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly walk yourself up Find those blocks nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, push against those blocks, lifting up the bottom or just pushing and engaging the stomach and the arms. And lift up. And exhale, twist to the left. Lift up with that heart. Breathing into that. Center and bring yourself forward again. Nice and slow, lift up the head. Take the leg that's in front. Grab the calf and flex that foot into a modified heron. Lifting up, bending the knee if you would like, using the strap, and grab behind and extend that leg. That helps bringing those arms back. Breathing into that. And bend and release. And take ourselves into Agnisthambasana, fire log pose. Make sure that the bottom leg is 90 degrees. Stack that ankle right onto that knee and the knee right onto the ankle. So you are stacked as logs on a fire. Inhale and then exhale. If you want the blocks behind you to adjust yourself, the arms go back behind you or have them right on the mat, whatever comfortable. And then slowly keep those feet flexed as you release yourself into this pose. Feeling in the hip as it goes down the side, all the way down that top leg. Breathing into that. Inhale and exhale, slowly releasing. Take that bottom leg and bring it closer in, back to a cross leg, but actually we're going to bring ourselves into half lotus. Adjusting ourselves so those knees are level again and that our sit bones are on the mat. And then we're actually going to bring ourselves forward. If you need to use a block to bring yourself down, bringing it onto the top part, slowly releasing down, lifting up that heart and resting the forehead onto that mat. Breathing into that. As you continue to release into this pose, feeling the energy coming out of those legs, out of those knees, down the spine. If you feel that you can get further, you can adjust that block first onto the side and resting that forehead again. Each exhale, slowly bringing yourself down, whatever comfortable, and breathing into that. Seeing yourself in this pose and releasing in this pose. Inhale and exhale, slowly walking yourself up. Place the block where it's comfortable. Take that top leg into half lotus and tuck it right in there. Adjust yourself. We're going to go do the other side now. So have the blocks so they're right by your side and ready to go. Into a modified pendulum pretzel. Inhale and exhale. Push against those blocks. Even if you're pushing and not lifting, that's fine, but you're engaging those arms and that stomach. You're just lifting up the bottom, but even if it's just staying right there, that's completely fine. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale, twist to the left, lifting yourselves up, breathing and relaxing, lifting up that heart. Inhale our arms up, and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale our arms up again, and exhale down to the blocks, lift up the heart. Inhale, and then exhale round as you push against those blocks, trying to lift up, doing the best that you can, engaging those muscles in the stomach and the arms, and release. Inhaling up, and bring it all the way down. Let's circle it up into a moon breath. Inhale. And exhale, bringing yourself forward into a seated forward fold. Nice deep breath, connecting with that breath. Breathing into that. Nice and slow. And bringing yourself up. Taking that strap. If you don't have a strap, then just grab that calf, flex that foot, elongate that spine. Nice deep breaths. If you do have the strap, bring it behind that foot and extend out, bringing those arms back by the sides of the body, pushing out into a modified heron. Bend that knee, release the strap. Bring that bottom leg out and stack that leg so the ankle is right on that knee and the knee is on that ankle, so you are stacked in a 90 degrees. Lifting up, bring those blocks back behind you if you need to. Keep that foot flexed and bring yourself forward. Breathing into that, feeling the stretch. Coming right out of that hip, down that leg. Become aware of the other muscles within the body and what else are they doing. All part of the pose. Become aware of every part. Cell, you are that pose, and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bring yourself to center. Take that bottom leg and bring it in into a crisscross, but into a half lotus as that top leg is in front. If you need to be into regular crisscross, that's fine. Inhale, and then exhale. Grab your block and bring it to your level first on the top. As you bring yourself down, going to your level and breathing into that, feeling that stretch even more coming from those hips. Continuing to breathe. Release with that stretch. You need to take it down more and release further down. Inhale and exhale slowly, bringing yourself to center. Adjust. We're going to straighten our legs. Keep those blocks by the side. And adjust as we bring ourselves into Dandasana, staff pose. Adjusting, keeping that strap close by, taking it behind those feet, pushing those feet away as you bring the arms alongside the back. So it feels this, you could feel the straightness of that back at 90 degrees. Breathing into that nice strong staff. Release that strap. Lift up. And we're actually going to bring those blocks by the hips. We're going to bring our hands right onto the blocks, and we're actually just going to, again, push against those blocks, stomach engaged. If you can get a lift, then get a lift. Or even if you're staying engaged here and slowly pushing yourself up, just breathing, just trying to get a lift into that Dandasana, and slowly bring yourself back to center. And we're actually going to bring ourselves into Eastern Plank. If you need to use the blocks to do so to help for a lift, point the toes, bring those hands right onto the blocks and have the fingers point to the feet. And then lift yourself up so you can get a longer extension in here. If you don't have the blocks, that's completely fine. You'll still get the same effects. And bring yourself down. Adjust the blocks so they're right by the hips. And then bring yourself back to the strap. And then bring yourself back into full staff, getting yourself engaged. Feel that straightness of the body, 90 degrees. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bend those knees so you are in a bound ankle, Baddha Konasana. Adjusting. If you need to use those blocks so they are right under the legs, then do so to help support that. Bringing them in. If you need to move them out of the side, that's completely fine, whatever comfortable. Adjusting your hands so they are right by the toes. Keep the little toes together. Lift up and slowly bring yourself down. And slowly with each exhale. And slowly push against the feet. And bring up those legs. Take a block and sit on it underneath your sacrum. Adjust yourself. We're just going to do a rooster variation here. And we're actually going to bring our legs right in front. We're going to bring either which leg, pay attention to the leg, just going to swish it. And then we're going to bring our hands right underneath, if you can see that, and kind of push it there, but we're actually going to lift up our chest, and all we're going to do is push our hands against the mat, and we're going to lift up our legs. Feeling that length, even if you're pushing into that mat, and start to lift up those knees and engage that stomach, bringing the stomach in, and then start to slowly lift up those legs, trying to get the feet off the mat so you could just feel that lift with the legs of what you want, and then bring that down. Extend, reach, and stretch, and twist to the right. Inhale, and twist to the left, and switch legs. Doing that again. Bringing the hands down to the mat, rounding the back. Lift up, and then push and lift up those legs. Engage the stomach. Stomach is in, and release. Inhale, and exhale, push those fingers against the mat and lift up those legs. And bring it down slowly. Adjust off that block. Adjust yourself again and extend back into your Tadasana. Adjust those blocks and flex the feet and push against the blocks for a rise in a Tadasana variation. And lift up. Extend those blocks back, point the toes, and bring yourself into upward plank. Lifting up, breathing, nice deep breaths, and release down. Adjust the blocks, nice deep breaths. We're going to bring ourselves into sage pose, bringing that knee in, pushing that heel away. Nice deep breaths. Inhale. And then exhale, grab that foot and that knee. Staying right here as long as you're comfortable into baby cradle, or taking it further, hugging that, and then rocking yourself from side to side. Feeling that stretch within that hip. Flexing that foot. Nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Bring yourself to center. And we're actually going to do a variation of elephant trunk. But we're going to bring our arm through, and then we're going to hug that arm. We're going to point the toes. I just hold on to this leg for now to bring it in, really making sure that you're bringing as close to the shoulder as possible. And all I want you to do is point those toes and just lean forward. Push against that mat. And I want you to engage those legs as if you're extending the toes, pointing, squeezing that arm as much as possible, and relaxing that foot and rounding that back. Well, the goal is to actually lift up, but we're not going to get there right now. And bring yourself back to center. Bring yourself right back into baby cradle. Flexing that foot. Rocking back and forth. Inhale, and then exhale. We're going to take that, and then we're going to bring that foot, and we're going to bring that leg back, that knee back. Feeling that stretch, it's kind of in a 45-degree angle with that leg, and bring yourself right back. First, bring yourselves into bound angle. Grab those blocks if you need to, and bring yourself forward. And center, feel the off balance within the legs. Go gentle with these moves and extend yourself back into Tadasana. Nice deep breaths and breathing. Put those arms up. Grab the strap. Bring yourself into full Tadasana as you grab the straps and the arms alongside the back. Nice deep breath. And again, feel the off balance within the legs, knowing that you got to get that other side. And release. Take those blocks behind you. Find your stretch. Point the toes. Lift up the hearts. Bring that pelvis up. And lift up with the body. And bring yourself down. Again, every move that you make, become aware of the off balance, because we got to get to the other side. Bring that left knee in into sage pose, hugging it, flexing that right foot, and then grabbing the foot and the knee, going to your level of baby cradle, keeping that straight leg, foot flexed, and rock from side to side. Feeling the openness within that hip, rocking back and forth, hugging nice and tall. Inhale yourself to center. Grab that foot. Bring that arm through. Hug. Bring it close to the shoulder as possible. Grabbing that leg, whatever comfortable. Pointing the toes as you squeeze that leg, using this hand just as it's on the mat, and this one too to hold it into place. Lift up and then round, and then lean yourself forward, pushing against that mat, relaxing the shoulders, and bring yourself back to center and back to baby cradle. Flexing that foot, centering yourself, and making the left leg between the knee and the foot 45 degrees as it kind of, the heel hovers above that thigh. Lift up and bring that leg back as if you're bringing it slightly back to the side, feeling that, trying to get an archer position as we get ourselves further. Inhale, and then exhale back into staff. Grab the strap and engage. And this time we're going to grab the strap and bring ourselves forward into a forward fold, grabbing the strap if you need to, or your feet, whatever comfortable, as you bring yourself forward. And walk yourself back, grab those blocks to bring yourself into upward plank, pointing the toes and lift. And down, and adjusting again. We're actually going to bend the legs as we are getting ready for bound ankle, but we're actually going to bring ourselves into turtle. And we're going to bring our hands through underneath our calves. Extend out, and we're going to round our back, rolling. Breathing into that, letting the legs fall to the side. Inhale, and then exhale. We're still keeping our hands here, and we're actually going to adjust to the forearms around the calves, and then using that foot to push you up so you are balanced now on the sit bones. Adjust that other arm and bring those feet out. Open up the chest into orchid. If you could stay here or bring those hands back behind you, lifting up. There's a modification, a variation. Whatever comfortable. You can cross over too with the feet, giving the other side. Bring it down and into bound angle again. And releasing down. Nice deep breaths as you slowly bring yourself up and extend back into staff. Grab the strap, lifting up into your full staff. Release, bring those blocks behind you and into upward plank. And bring yourself in and bend this knee in here, taking this toe, staying just like this as you grab first. Grab your strap and stretch out, grabbing it with that left leg. Lift up the other leg and just stay grabbing that strap, lifting up here and slightly turning as you bring that knee out to the side, staying just like this for an archer variation. And then bring it down and adjust, taking the strap on the other side, the other leg. Lift up, bend this knee, and grab it out. We're actually grabbing to here, lift up, and bring yourself open, taking this part and grabbing that foot, taking it to the outside, lifting up that heart, feeling that stretch within that hip, and breathing and releasing down. Slowly release again. And we're going to bring ourselves right back into upward plank. And lift up. Squeezing that buttock. Bring yourself down and actually bend the knees. And lift up into reverse table. And down into bound angle. And slowly adjust yourself into hands and knees. Adjust those blocks. Make sure they're close by and start to give yourself some bear circles. Circling around and breathing. Bring it to center and reverse directions. Bring yourself to center. Inhale and then exhale, round into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Inhale, cat. And exhale, cow. Center yourself. Extend the right leg and the left arm, reaching and stretching. And bring the knee to meet the elbow and bring that in and extend out again. And bring that in and extend out. And bring that down. Inhale, reach and stretch. Right arm, left leg. Relaxing. And bring that in and extend out. And in. And extend. And bring that in. And extend out. And bring that down. And sit yourself back into a wide leg child's pose. Opening up the legs, sitting onto those heels. Bring yourself down and release with the breath. Grab a block so it's available. That way you can rest the head down on that when we're into a modified down dog. Lifting up, we're going to bring ourselves back into a cat-cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale, cow. And extend that right arm and left leg again. And bring it in. And extend out. Inhale, bring it in. And extend out. And bring that in. And we're going to lift up, staying just like this. Bend the knee this time. You can bring the hand right behind you on the back, on the hip, or circle around, whatever comfortable. Lifting up. Inhale. Then exhale, we're going to bring ourselves down. Adjust the block so it's available. If you need to lift it up onto the side, then do so. Lift up, and we're actually going to keep those knees bent into down dog and adjust the block so you can lay the head right on top, whatever comfortable, so you have that straight back. Bending those knees, feeling that stretch. If you need to move the block out of the way, then do so. ever comfortable, but keep those knees bent so you can get that length in the spine of what you want. Bending those knees actually helps to get that head onto the mat. And release yourself down, back into a wide leg child's pose. Flexing the hands, pushing the heels of the palms away, stretching those fingers, relaxing the shoulders, breathing and releasing. Doing the other side into a modified tiger. Inhale and exhale. Right arm, left leg, and bring it in, and extend out, and in, and out. Make sure you're getting that other side. I think I didn't do the other side, and switch to the other side if you need to. I did. And bring that in, and then lifting here, staying just like this, knee bent, on the hip, right behind. This is that side that we needed to get. And circle around, grabbing whatever comfortable in your tiger. And bring it down, adjust the block so it's available, whatever comfortable for you. And lift up into your modified down dog as those knees are bent. Getting that back that you need straight. And release down, back into your modified, into child's pose, wide leg. And slowly bringing the hands by the knees, lift yourself up as we bring ourselves up onto our knees, circling around, reach and stretch, inhaling up, and then exhale, circle around into a modified back bend, and back to center. Bring that knee forward, adjusting so that block is out of the way. And actually we're going to bring our hands onto the hips, and bring the hips forward. And then we're going to bring our hands down. If you need to use the blocks, then make sure that they're right by your side here. And then we bring ourselves into a modified low lunge. Bringing those hips forward, hands are on the blocks, getting that stretch within the hips. And then adjust the blocks so you can bring yourself into half monkey, extending that leg. Using the blocks, whatever comfortable, adjusting to your level, flexing that foot, lifting up the heart, pushing out with that heel. Breathing down through that. Slowly bringing yourself down. Inhale. And then we're actually going to bring ourselves right back into a low lunge modified, adjusting those blocks, bringing the hips forward. And bring yourself back, lift up, reach and stretch, and circle around into modified back bend, and adjust. Bring that left foot forward, adjust your blocks, adjust those hips, and bring that forward into your low lunge. Bringing that foot forward so that ankle is right underneath that knee. And adjust with those blocks. They become part of your hands, flexing that foot, lifting up, and slowly into half monkey. Bring those shoulder blades down the back. And adjust again with those blocks, bringing them forward and back into your low lunge. And this time, turning so we're on the forward with the mat, bring those blocks in front and adjust yourself right back into wide leg child's pose. And bringing yourself back to center, but this time we're going to be in heroes. We have our blocks. Lifting up, reach and stretch, and bring it down. Bringing those blocks to the right alongside the knees. And lift up, staying right here. Inhale. Then exhale, we're going to push against those blocks, and we're actually going to lifting up the legs, resting those feet onto the mat as we're in pendant, and then release down, lift up into a gentle back bend, and then exhale down, release back into your pendant, lifting up those legs, rounding over them, feet are on the mat, and pushing against the blocks, lifting all the way up if you can. And then extend, reach and stretch into a gentle back bend. And stay on the knees, moving those blocks so they're out of the way. Bringing the hands onto the hips. Extend that right leg out. Flex the foot, pushing that heel. Bring that hand down onto the thigh. Adjust so there's a block to the left. Inhaling up with that left arm. And over to the right, top shoulder back. Bring it to center, reach for that block, and then bring yourself over. Back to center, and back to the right. And back to center. This time take that leg and flex, and bend that knee so it's out towards the right. Making sure that that foot lines up with that hip. And we're going to do a modified warrior 2. Inhale those arms up and exhale, bringing those arms shoulder level, reaching out to the right, feeling that stretch, breathing. Feel how that ear and sternum line up with that front of that hip. And feel that stretch within that leg. Inhale. And then exhale, bring yourselves down, grab those blocks so they're right there. Inhale, and then exhale into our pendant. Round that back, push against those blocks, lift up into a gentle back bend and down. And this time we're actually just going to round right into a regular child's pose, actually into rock with the hands by the feet. And slowly bringing yourself up and adjust the blocks so they're out of the way. And lift up as we get ready for gate on the other side. Extend out with that left leg, having the toe point forward, and then turn it to the side and flex that foot. Adjust that block so it's right by the side or not using it. Hand onto the leg, reach up with the right arm and over to the left, top shoulder back. Bring it over and down with that block and lift up. Center and back. To the left and over. And back to the right. And center and bend that knee so it's out and the foot lines up with that, the heel lines up with that knee. Lift up with those arms and exhale into a modified warrior 2. Feeling that stretch within that leg, relaxing the shoulders down, breathing. Inhale, center, and bring it down. Adjust with your blocks. Inhale and exhale, push against into your pendant. It's all about the stomachs and the arms. Trying to get the feet off, but knowing that you can't, you're still getting the benefits. Lift up and reach into a back bend and down, this time into a full child's pose. If you need to extend into modified or into a wide leg, then do so. Or if you want to take the block and just rest the head right on top, then do so. Breathing into that, connecting with the breath. bring yourself back to center. We're going to go to the other side now, and we're going to have those blocks as our guides. And we're going to bring that left foot forward, and we're going to bring ourselves into a crescent lunge. Inhale the arms up, reaching and stretching, and bring yourself up, and then twist to the left and reach up into your into a dragon twist, and reach back up into crescent lunge and down, and release back into, this time into a wide leg child's pose. Breathing into that, releasing, connecting with the breath, surrendering and breathing. And slowly bringing yourself up, adjusting, lifting yourself up, bring that right foot forward, and adjust into your crescent lunge. Inhale, and exhale, center yourself. And twist to the right, bring that elbow down, push against into a dragon twist. And lift back up into crescent lunge. And down into your child's pose, wide leg or regular. Connecting with the breath. Nice and slow. Bringing yourself to center. Bring those legs together. Walk the hands out. Adjust the knees. Bring yourself forward and back into a modified up dog. And then into a gentle puppy. Hovering the forehead above the mat. And open into your modified up dog. And back. And this time, modified up dog to release down to the mat. Adjust into crocodile, feet out, hands underneath, and surrender to a cheek. Switching sides. Feet back together, hands underneath the shoulders. And adjust. Bring yourself up into a modified cobra, lifting up those arms, release, keep the feet on the mat, and release down. And inhaling up, and looking at the right shoulder, back to center, and to the left, center, and down. And lift up, modified cobra, right shoulder, left shoulder, and down. Inhale, exhale, lift, up, and into melting heart, extending, hovering that heart above the mat. Adjusting, and then releasing down into child's pose. And slowly bringing yourself up and to one side or the other. Bring those legs forward, adjust. Make sure that the strap is close by, and adjust yourself right back down to the mat, rocking from side to side. Adjusting. Cross that right ankle over the left and start to circle those knees around clockwise. Bring it to center, switch legs, and reverse directions. Bring it to center and release. Grab the shins, open up the legs and release. Grabbing the ankles, soles of the feet together, let those knees out. Grab the big toes into happy baby. Keep this right foot right here. Bring that left foot down. Keep that knee out into stirrup. Bend. Soles of the feet back together. Reverse cobblers. Back into happy baby. Bring that right foot down. Keep that knee out into stirrup pose. Have the right meet the left and back into reverse cobblers. Bringing the knees together. Thought we would need the strap, but we don't. Keep them in. And arms into a T. Twist to the right. Head to the left. Keep the shoulders on the mat. And breathe. Head to center. Knees to center. And in. And twist to the left. Head and arm to the right. Head to center, knees to center. Cross that right ankle over the left, bringing that knee in into a modified reverse pigeon. Nose point up towards the ceiling, not the chin. Slowly switch. Soles of the feet together. Release yourself into reclining goddess. Feel the opening up of those hips as the knees continue to fall to the side. Staying here if you'd like. Or extending yourself right back where we started. Adjusting. Wiggling the body and release into Shavasana. The hardest pose there is. You have to be absolutely still and release with the breath. This is your time. Let go. Concentrating on 5 deep breaths. Start to wiggle the toes and the fingers, circling the wrists and the ankles, bending, stretching, yawning, bringing the soles of the feet together and the hands and start to rub. And bringing yourself over to the right side. Slowly starting to lift yourself up. Adjust into Sukhasana. Adjusting yourself, one hand the chest and one hand the stomach. Breathe into the palms. Feeling the breath. As you breathe naturally, become aware of each pause after the inhale and the exhale. Just become aware of it and let it become natural. Slowly bow into Namaste, honoring yourself and everyone around you, giving yourself gratitude for being and doing this for yourself. Nice deep breath together. And Namaste. Thank you.